Two mates on the mic, talking footy every week. West Coast Eagles pride, it's the knowledge that we speak. 30 years of passion, bleeding blue and gold. Winging, it's the game, people love the stories told. Winging it, we never holding back. Talking footy facts, riding every Eagles track. Fans since the start, shouting loud and clear. Winging it together, grab a beer.
That's right. Grab a beer, ladies and gentlemen. What is up? Winging it are back. Second episode of the year.
Still not live.
Still not live, no.
Still not live. That's all right though.
Learned why, but give it a couple of weeks. We'll go live.
Yeah, we've got to have the new page active for a month.
That's
before we
correct.
go live, so we're going to be waiting until the Anzac Day matches, maybe.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
No, it'll be before that. Sorry, it'll be
Maybe around the Dockers match. When's that?
That's round 3, isn't it?
No, okay. Maybe around then.
Round 5, maybe. Or it'd be
Might.
nice if it is. Because we could get Jason in and talk shit.
That would be actually pretty funny.
Let's set that up.
But guys, what's going on? It's a bit of a look. Question is, I've got for you up straight off the bat. Do we go hard on the boys tonight, or do we give them a little? Do we give them a little? You know, it's only the first round of season, new coach, or do we let them off a little bit?
A little bit of both.
Okay,
I
a little
think,
bit of both.
But as the song
Oh.
says, grab a beer. We've
right.
got Miller. Where is cheers, doggo? Oh, the camera's there. It is the Miller Genuine Draft tonight. We haven't had this one before, have we?
Yeah, it's a shit drink. Put it that way. Don't go
It's
out
not
and buy it.
great, no.
I'm about to take my first sip of it, to be honest.
Oh, it's not one you'd be like, gonna buy me a sixer of that.
Oh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought.
It's crispy.
Yeah,
It's
it's actually
quite
kind of
crispy.
smooth as well, if that makes sense. Crispy and smooth. All right. Anyway, Mount Miller's not bad,
Let's go with refreshing.
but it tastes good while chatting about the West Coast Eagles, guys.
And we need it.
And we definitely need it for tonight's episode because holy shit, what a howler!
Yeah, I obviously was out. I had to watch the game
Yep.
on repeat later. Yeah, and I had to avoid all the chat that we've got with our guys talking about it, and it was hard, but I thought I'll watch it. And I got to halftime, and I'm like,
Did you manage to avoid all our chat?
Yeah, I muted
good,
it.
good.
I muted it for while I was out. But yeah, look, it was a little disappointing. I got to halftime, and by the time I got home and watched it at halftime, it's 11:30, and I'm like, oh, do I push on? But I knew we had the show coming, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, cry about it later, and then so yeah. I don't know.
Well, you know, where do we start? Where do we start? We expected so much more, and I think a lot of Eagle supporters did as well. We really did. We had high hopes.
We did because a couple of the preseason games, we beat Richmond.
Yeah.
Fairly easily. We beat North Melbourne.
Oh, so Richmond was the other game. Okay.
Richmond was a practice game, and then that
Okay.
one was the community series game. And yeah, it looked okay. It looked like we were doing all right, and some of the players weren't playing and everything. And then we got to game day, and it just what? Like I don't know where to start. I that's a lie. I do know where to start, and it's what we've been saying for a long time.
Yep.
We need a goddamn ruckman.
There you go. Good call. Good start.
A ruckman that is just a big body, knows what to do, ready to tap. Like, I thought Flynn would be good coming in. He's had a good preseason. He's not injured. Let's go. And I mean, Witz is a great ruckman. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Yep.
you've got there's 5 real good ruckmen in the league, and the rest are all beyond that.
He's up there, right?
Oh,
Top five, yeah.
it'd be Witz, Gorn, Jerry, probably put Nankervis in there, and someone like I don't know, DeConning or whatever. But yeah, he thoroughly beaten,
Smashed.
smashed, destroyed. What are the words?
Tap outs were just non-existent, right? Like,
it's like I think
they mentioned the stats somewhere,
it
but
was 69-18 or something
Yeah.
like that.
oh man, it was an
If you
absolute
scroll down, it
demolish.
should be there somewhere.
Center clearance was 8-16, but we got fucking smashed.
It was
like-
8-16, but that only 5 of those came later in the game.
True,
Like,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
yeah,
so first 3 quarters, I reckon we had 2 or 3.
I don't know. We did our show last week or the week before, whenever it was, and I praised Tim Kelly because I was like, he looks good, he looks
Yeah, you
fit,
did.
looks ready to go. And we got to this game today, he just looked disinterested as hell.
Yeah. And he's really buried himself a big fucking hole with those comments earlier in the season, before the season started. The Indigenous game. He's like, oh, I'm just lost the love. I had to find the love for the game again and all this stuff. So everyone's like remembering those comments and then see his performance on the weekend. They're like, fuck this, Kelly's so shit, blah, blah, blah. And like he hasn't lit the world on fire since being an Eagle.
No.
And that performance is piss weak. He's just falling over the ball left, right, and centre, doing fuck all. Like,
Like it's strange because in the preseason he looked ready to go, and you heard me in the other show. I was so excited. I was like, it's gonna be fucking good. We're gonna have some, some good plays, some bodies in there, and like he just, yeah. Like Eagles have done good throughout their history with trades and everything. Like we've been good, but that is one that we have thoroughly fucked.
Yeah, and it's hindsight, right? Like
Of
it's easy to
course it
look
is.
back.
Oh,
And
of
at the
course it is.
time,
At the time,
it was
it
an
was great.
awesome trade. We were in the window to try and bag 1 or 2 more premierships. Like, fuck, we needed him in.
Yeah,
just to bulk it up even more. And that was fantastic. And we all loved it. Obviously, it's not the biggest success story now, but
No.
because, anyway, the whole COVID shit hit and all that stuff, that's a whole another discussion. But, okay, well, so we'd stay on the midfielders. Like, so Kelly, big disappointment. And maybe we've got way too many high hopes in regards to, like, Elijah Hewitt. First game back from fucking 2 years almost.
Yeah, look, I don't. He's not going to set the world on fire. He's going to be a slow burn. He needs
games. He needs time.
He just literally needs time and injury-free time as well. So get those games into him, and he'll come along. Like give him time because he's going to be good.
Because you can't. He's not used to the Matt Rouse, the Took Millers crunching him all the time and the hard bodies, and he's like, well, fuck, like he's not used to that, and he needs to build that sort of body hit, sort of confidence up.
Yeah.
And he looked a bit rusty out there, and Jesus Christ, he missed a sitter in that maybe second quarter, which could have maybe got us up a bit more. But
it was the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I was like, we went behind. Obviously, we were behind, but it's like shit. It was a great play before that, the handball over the top, good little play, and like finish it off. Was like, let's go get the crowd going. That could get us back in the game. He misses that, just deflates everybody, and it's like,
absolute sitter as well.
Yeah.
And then we go to the $2 million man. The $2 million a season man talked up a lot in this off season. First game in, and for me, I feel like he's feeling the pressure. He's probably been jumping on the socials, probably seeing all this bullshit, or someone's telling him.
Oh, it's hard to avoid.
For me, he didn't quite look 100% interested as well for some reason. That's what it felt like. May not be true, but
like he did a couple of good little plays like that. That was an awesome goal from that breakaway from the pack. He wasn't played in the midfield all the time. Like you could see, like he was
off the ball,
a half forward role come in, sort of thing. I'm like, he has had an interrupted preseason because he had that injury and then he had that concussion. So he's not had a great preseason. Like I'm gonna give him a couple more games because then I'll be match fit.
Yeah. You have to give him
if he's still, and obviously we've got the new coach, there's new game plans, there's all this new stuff. So that's why when I said at the start, when you're like, oh, how hard do we go? I'm like, we're going to go hard and pull out people that did shit things and did bad things. But at the same time, there's got to be the little grace period of seeing what this game plan is. And you could see it, it was the Richmond style where it's play on as much as you can. And I don't mind that compared to the years gone by where it's, okay, take a mark, and now I'm going to sit here and just kick it long down the wing because
that's our gameplay for years.
That was our gameplay for years. It was boring and it was not good. At least this is playing on. We're trying something and it's going to take a while to get good at it. So let's.
And I feel like a lot of teams are just like that now. They're real fast paced. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Take it down. Take it on. Take the game on down the corridor.
Yeah.
Reed, fuck, he pissed me off on the weekend. Like, I hate the staging free kicks. I hate it with like passion.
There was one where he copped that hit on the way through.
And he stages and it fucking pisses me off.
The thing that also pisses me off is you could see for a lot of the game, the goalpost players are just getting into him. There were three or four always getting into him and like, roughing up and stuff. And like, it was a point I was going to touch on is like, he didn't have a hard tag on him, but he had like definitely had a run with roll. And you can see those players, the tagging players coming back into the fold of the game at the moment, and everyone's getting tagged.
Yep.
I hate it because the way taggers are operating, if that's a marking contest, that player's getting a free kick every day of the week.
Because they like
Because
holding
they're
them.
holding them, got their arms around them, they're stopping them running. Because the whole point of the game is the AFL wants to be faster. You got to give them a free run at the ball.
Yeah.
And there's a ball up, and you're trying to get
I
away,
agree
and
with
his
that.
arms
And,
around
and the
you, and it's
opposition
like-
player's not even looking at the contest. He's
Yeah.
just looking at him going like this.
and just hugging him and stuff.
They've
His arms
got
around
to
him.
start
It's
looking at
like,
that.
How is that not a free kick?
Yeah.
Because he's stopping a player having a go at the ball, and that's was the whole point of their new rules and everything. So, I hate taggers. I understand them. I don't mind a run with roll. You're just playing a tight D, but when they're sitting there with their arms around him and not letting him run at
Not
the ball,
right.
it like. And I even there was one stage where the commentators were just sort of like that. That has to be a free kick to read. He's not even getting allowed to be running at the ball. So, and that was Pavic just said that, and I hate that guy.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, Pav, he always has not the kindest things to for the Eagles, but
No. But yeah, so look, I want
Jeez.
to give Reed a couple more games just because.
he wastes a lot of energy on stupid shit.
Yeah,
He really does.
Yeah, and
Fighting the tasseling, and the fucking shirt punches, and
yeah. Do you notice though he only tried one fend off.
well, he didn't have the ball to do any fend offs.
True, but even there were some times when he's running, and like last year he was like, oh, it's this little peewee arm's going to fend that guy off and whatever. But there was like drew the player and got a handball over the top and did a couple of little
Yes,
forward handballs. Last time I was like, okay, that's different and good.
Chose probably
The player
option.
first option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I think has definitely been talked into him more in the off season for sure because he's not taken on players as much. But you know what? Maybe he's that kind of guy where you just let him fucking do it. He creates so much by doing that.
And just
his skill level, like if he could organise that other shit that we talk about, his skill level was top notch, man. Like his touches, like pretty much every touch. There was probably one fucked up kick that he did in the middle, tiny little chip kick, but pretty much every touch he does, it creates.
yeah.
He holds it even for that split second longer, and it's a perfect creative handball or kick, and it opens the game up. He's very, very good in that regard.
Yeah. He had that one nice burst out of the middle as well in the second quarter, and it looked like it was going in. He'd started cheering, everyone started cheering, and like they said, it was a bit windy. It must have just faded at the end because I thought, oh fuck, let's go. But no.
Yeah.
But look,
The midfielders, mate, took a screenshot at half time. The three, best midfielders for the Gold Coast. 19 possessions, and 17 possessions.
Yeah.
At ours half time, we had like a total of like maybe 4 possessions, 5, something like that.
Yeah.
Reed touched it twice.
I believe at half time, those not just center clearances, just total clearances from around the ground as well. Their 3 midfielders, Anderson, Rowell, and Miller, all had more clearances than our 3 did possessions.
Yeah.
That's I'm like,
we had 1 center clearance at half time.
yeah.
1.
I'm like, and how can you play? Because they just get the ball, it goes in deep, and then they lock it in there. They get repeat entrances. I mean, I think they doubled our entrances to 50 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can you blame guys like a young Harry Edwards, which he's probably 24. He's not so young now, but 6 goals kicked against him when the ball was down there a billion times. And
yeah, and that's the thing. People will be like, I saw some people commenting in other pages as well. Like, oh, Harry Edwards is so shit. It's like, dude, he's like now been given this role full time. He's been learning under Barras. And
I'm not burying him yet.
He's sitting there having the ball kicked to his player every 3 kicks. It's like,
and with no one in front helping the team defense.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a clear run, if those full forwards got a clear run for a lead, it's kind of, you can't stop that. Whatever fucking defender you are. If your name's fucking Harry Scarlett,
oh, close.
the best, fullbacks in the century.
Yeah, your Scarlett, your Wetterings, your Fletchers, all those guys.
Yeah. No one's stopping that. There's a free run.
On the 666 rule, they just they just tap it down. They're running out of that.
Yeah.
You got the open 50. Then good luck. Like, sorry.
So you got to give Harry Edwards a break, guys. I honestly think he's going to be good.
He's going to be good. Oh, he's going to be good. He's going to, needs a couple of preseasons into him just to bulk up a little bit, but he will be good.
He's relatively
big already, but
yeah.
I reckon, a couple more.
Maybe,
he'll be quite big. Yeah. So, all right.
Look, going down the list, Jack Graham had an okay game.
I thought
23 touches, 10 tackles.
I thought Graham and and
The new boy. Yeah.
you forgot him last week. I forget him this week.
Wait, are you talking about not always or Baker?
Baker.
Yeah, he had a good game.
They had
Okay, so there you go. Let's touch on Liam Baker, one of our new recruits. Why didn't they just throw him in the middle?
he
when
was
we
in
were
there at
struggling?
the end in a little bit. I think he
Constantly
needed to be.
flanking heaps.
Yeah,
He's a gun. He's a little bull.
He's a little terrier. A little terrier. Eh? He gets in there. He has a go. Oh, cheers to the microphone.
Why not put him in? He's tiny, but I mean, fuck it. He'll get the shit going, I reckon.
Yeah, they're experienced players, and I'm like, they were almost probably our 1-2 for me. Like,
Yeah, I know.
they really were. Like, they were our best players, and that's saying a lot. You know,
That's scary.
they've come in from another club, and they're the ones that are putting their hands up, saying this is where you need to be at. You know, guys. I thought Jimby had a good game.
Yeah, he did well, and you always see his efforts. It's fantastic.
Has he gotten bigger again? Because like Matt Rao's big, but I saw him say next to Matt Rao. I thought, fuck me, he's bigger. Like
Just bigger profile, big shoulders, big arms. Yeah,
he's just a big boy, but he's still quick and has he's not like big and just like big muscly fullback just takes someone out. He's quick and stuff, and he has improved his kicking. Like
he has. I noticed that.
I thought he played well. Yeah, I was impressed with him.
Hoffy.
Oh, he did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job. I mean, like
whatever small forward they've got, I think he.
Joel
fantastic.
Jeffrey, I think was his man. He was on a little bit, and
he's always 100% trying. You can never ever second guess Hoffy's effort.
a couple of those smothers, those diving smothers.
Guys,
he
get
did
some
like
inspiration and
2 of
just
them.
watch this guy. You know, like Kelly needs to just take a step out of his leaf out of his book. Yeah, that's
and
the
step
one.
in his shoes. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one.
There we go. Yeah,
Oh shit, Baker. Yeah, put him in the midfield. Just give it a go.
yeah.
Like Jesus Christ, I don't know why we took so long anyway.
Who else we got?
Look, we got Doug, Captain Doug. Now I'm seeing a lot of negative shit about Cap. He's not the most reliable kick. He's not the most efficient. He scrubs it a lot.
He seems to do a lot of quick kicks out, like when the ball gets to him. But
People are saying, why the fuck is he our captain? Why is he our captain? But I mean, there's obviously a lot of reasons he's our captain. Like they vote for the captain, the players.
yeah,
He's got some really good knowledge and helps them all, outside the field. So,
yeah. He played beside Shannon Hearn as well,
Yeah.
who was our old captain. So he's learning from him. Obviously, he's vice captain with Alan. I thought Alan had a good game.
Did okay.
Did okay.
Couldn't get into the game that much.
I mean, like you can't. It's really hard to be critical of our forwards when we had 20 inside 50s and. Like it's really hard. People saying they could get up around the ball. Sorry, anyway, go down the list. Who else we got?
We look like I said, we look dangerous when we go forward with Alan and Jake. So I mean,
yeah. Although it looks like Waterman's injured.
Oh fuck! I just thought maybe it was precautionary. They just took him off. We're getting drilled by 70 points. That's what I heard.
Well, it could be because that's what they talked about. He was sitting there with ice on his calf.
Okay.
I saw in one of the shots during the game, but again, that could just be precautionary. The injury list comes out tomorrow. I mean, like here's the thing with me though. If there is, because he was already under an injury cloud, and people said he might not play. We're playing next week. We're in Brisbane. It's the longest road trip for us, and it's against Brisbane, in Brisbane, and he's got sore calves. Just fucking rest him. Like, is he?
They could bring in like a Jack Williams or something.
Bring in a Williams. Bring in a Bailey Williams if you want. Give him a go.
Well, let's talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. But like,
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if he's injured, let's not make it worse. So he's out for the season because we need him.
Yep. And speaking of the other recruit, I thought actually showed a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a couple of nice little things. Yeah. Quite quick, got a bit of size to him, and he got up high on the wings. Made a
good runs up to get the ball and stuff.
Yeah, made himself available. So pass mark for him.
Yep. Then you got the guys that are probably trying to play for his position, like the Crippses, the Noah Longs, the Brockmans, all in that similar position. They were quiet, very quiet. Jua, was he kicking out of the back line at some stage?
He was taking kick outs.
Yeah,
I thought that was strange. That might be trying something with him. Brockman pretty much unsighted, didn't do much.
He's supposed to be a good fucking little small forward.
He had a good preseason. So Cripps, look, he always tries. He's getting a bit older now, but he always tries. But who was the other one you mentioned?
Is now Long. A pass? Is that still a pass mark with Cripper?
Got
to watch him closely.
Again, it's hard to really judge forwards in that game.
Yeah,
and I judge the ones then that like the always that were making themselves available, and he he and Always were the two that make themselves really available that I saw.
Cripper, you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cripper
okay.
and Always on each wing. Who was the other one you said? Long.
Interesting stat with Jamie Cripps, 0 tackles. And he's usually
He's
one of our
normally a good
forward
little
pressure tackler
forward pressure
guy.
tackles. Yeah, I did find that the ball
Yeah.
when it did go in, if we didn't score, it pretty much came out
Yep.
like unchallenged a little bit.
And Gov, Gov looked a bit rusty, to be honest. He can get better. I'm not going to rate him on that game. but-
No, and I wonder if he's going to be able to go for as many marks as he did. Like,
Yeah.
because you always
has
have
to-
Brass as a backstop.
He's got to trust Harry Edwards a lot.
Yeah, and so maybe he has to just curb that a little bit until Edwards
Mm.
finds his feet, and then he can start really.
Do we need another tall backman? Like we've had a Rotham, we've had a.
Yeah. Well, supposedly marriage.
I suppose Marich. Yeah, you got Marich, and now the tall ruckman is probably Jimby
Yeah.
taking that spot. So,
Yeah. So and Marriage has been trying out in that little
Yeah.
back role, so maybe that's where he's going to be
Okay.
setting himself up.
Archer Reed debut game. Yeah, he showed it okay. but-
I thought he was quite commendable in the ruck against Wits. He
Yeah.
actually got a few hit outs. He it's strange because I didn't actually realize that, but they said he was the tallest on our list, but I didn't think he was.
Tallest,
Yeah,
wow, okay.
he's bigger than Flynn apparently. Taller. He's not. He hasn't got as much size to him
Yep,
as Flynn,
yep.
but he's apparently taller. And I was gonna say, just didn't like it, but
keep persisting with him. I think.
I think you've got to keep him in. I don't think we can make wholesale changes this season just because.
Yeah, I just hope they don't just rush fucking Bailey Williams back in or something.
Oh, please do not.
That would suck. You need to give this kid a good go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jaden Hunt, quiet man, real quiet.
Yeah, didn't have as much running
That was-
carry. I've got a feeling that Baker's probably taken his role a little bit.
For sure. Yeah, so
So,
where does he
like-
put him? He's putting him like a back pocket or something then.
He'd be a back pocket on
Flankish.
flank wing, that
Yeah.
little area. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, good point on that.
that's where he'd be, I guess. Hutchinson's the same. He had a big preseason. He had an okay game, a couple of nice little runs here and there, but nothing.
I heard he pulled a hammy as well.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
3 weeks out or something.
Really?
On the radio this morning.
Shit,
I think I heard that, yeah.
Oh, well, that would suck balls.
That kind of sucks because I like Hutchinson. I think he's doing some good things.
Yeah.
That's a general rundown. Noah Long, quiet. We're all promised that Noah Long is going to light the world on fire, but
Yeah.
come on, Noah. We want you to because he looked like a rip-over kid, but come on now.
Yep.
Well, we've got to give him way more chances now because he was out for ages.
Oh, yeah,
last year and stuff.
100%. Yeah. And look, Hewitt, besides that goal,
Yeah,
give him more time. He'll be okay.
100%.
Yeah, I guess that's the rundown of the game. I mean, the margin's horrible, and it's strange, because obviously, because Freo lost on the weekend, and someone in one of the Eagles' pages took a photo of the ladder at the time, and of course Freo lost because they got belted by a lot.
okay.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Freo," blah, 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 stuff, and then we go and get belted by more, and
Nice.
now we're below them, and it's like,
What a muppet.
yeah, and I mean, look, we're not expected to do anything great, and they are, but I mean, come on. I mean, they did play down at Geelong. We were at home. One thing, though, I've got to mention, can we put in a petition to the AFL to stop playing the Suns first or early in the season? Because look at them every year, the Suns. They are good early in the season for the first 6 or 7 games, and then they just shit and miss finals again after the promise of everything. And so we're one of the teams that cop them early in the year that, then we, I mean, I'm not saying we would have won that game.
What are we going to
but-
request? Fuck that. I actually was pretty positive the fact that we're versing Suns first round. I thought
Well,
we'd
so
get a
was I.
win.
Well,
Thought we'd get 4
we tipped
points.
them, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
was quietly confident thinking, let's go. And then
Fuck.
got to half time and I was like, fuck me.
Suns midfield is fucking strong. They could go places, I think. I said that to you last week. You're like, nah, man, they're shit.
Well, Rao got reported.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he just plays like a
Yeah, he's a
aggro
bulldog guy.
little
Yeah.
motherfucker. And I'm like, he does the high fend-offs and everything. I tell you what, though. People harp on about it, and I normally hate harp on about it. But fuck me, some of those free kicks were dubious.
Oh, okay, yeah. There was 10-0 for free kicks at the start. And I was like, just every time there was a centre, free kick, Gold Coast. What the fuck?
I was watching, I was
Soft
like,
shit as.
I was like, come on. There was one where, Rao tackled our player when they didn't have the ball. Then the ball went to the other player, but he didn't take it. Rao tackled him and didn't have the ball. And then it fell to a Gold Coast player, and he got hit a little bit high free kick. And it's like, fuck me, Rao just tackled 2 of our
Yeah.
players and got nothing for it. Where the hell's our shit?
Ah,
It
man.
was a little. And look, I'm not in any saying
I know.
those free kicks cost us the game because they most definitely did not. But it's like, gee, some of them didn't. And I'm sure you saw as well. What's happened with this play on from these kicks that are no longer marks? Has that
Play on
changed?
from kicks that are
Like they
no
kick,
longer-
not far enough, play on.
Oh, not 15. Yeah,
not 15. It's
there
like
was a few of those.
there was a lot, and
other games as well.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, all the other games had them, but I'm
Yep.
like, there was one where like the guy's taking the kick from the boundary line. It was an out of bounds, and one of our players took it, and they've kicked it to almost 50,
Yeah.
and they're like, play on for a kick, and like the guy got tackled, and it was ball up because he thought it was a mark. But you could even see as well, he looks back and he goes, "Fuck me, he's all
Yeah.
like, come on, dude, that guy's 25 meters away."
We had a good one. I think McGovern kicked it out to Coley, and
Yep.
that was probably one that McGovern's done like 100,000 times
Yep.
in his career. Clearly, I think 15 meters, and it was play on. Coley fumbled it, and they got a goal out of it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
I thought
well,
that was odd. I was
fuck.
like, that's how's that not fit?
Yeah.
Has it changed to 20? Like,
They've-
I don't know. Was it-
they're trying to
because,
slowly.
because they said not 15, so it's definitely still 15 is the
Yeah.
measurement. But all of a sudden, 15 meters has become 20
Not
meters in the
17
off-season.
or something. Yeah, like it's weird.
I was very angry at that
They're
because
setting the tone early. If they're consistent, well, let's keep an eye on that. But
Mhm.
sounds dodgy as fuck.
Yes.
All right, well, there you go, guys. A bit of a rundown on the shitty match against the Suns. Actually, you know what? You know what time it is?
Oh,
We haven't done this in a while.
let's do it.
Sky-high petrol prices.
Petrol prices are turning the tide.
Now, Fuel Watch. Perth's petrol prices. Brought to you by Fuel Watch and 7 News.
Oh,
Petrol. Where is Jack Petrocelli?
he was left right out.
Yeah, well, would he help our situation in the middle?
No.
Okay, well, let's move on then.
No, look, I'm happy the new coach has made this choice. I'm like, we're going to leave out Petrocelli and try and run with this.
You can't see him fitting in anywhere, to be honest.
Not
Like,
so much fitting anywhere, but like, it's like you said though, like, if you bring him back in, is he going to be someone that all of a sudden just makes us 10 down? He's not.
No.
He's not any
Left
better
out
than
for a
what's been
reason.
there. So,
he's left out a scratch match as well. And
yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah. And look,
We might need to change our segment to maybe something else. Because he's just nothing.
Yeah,
He's doing nothing.
We'll keep it for the moment
Okay.
because we can talk about it
Yeah.
until he's just no longer relevant, and then we'll just talk about something else. Yeah, look, I don't think he would do any better, so I'm happy that he stays out. We've had those in. If Hutchinson's out, Waterman's out. Look, he was an emergency, so maybe he comes in. Maybe, you know.
Oh,
who
I doubt it.
knows? I doubt it, and I hope not, but we'll see what happens.
All right, it's time for another segment. Let's move on from Petrol Watch. Here we go. It's time for the Dickhead Social Media Comment of the Week. Oh, that's good. You actually missed the other part. So let me just play that again, ladies and gentlemen, because we missed that.
Get rid of the old thingy there, don't we?
It's time for the Dickhead Social Media Comment of the Week. Why not? We might just move on from technical difficulties.
Hear that, Simon?
It is the Dickhead Social Media
Dickhead
Comment of the
Social Media
Week.
Comment of
I haven't really got one, but there's a lot of shit that I saw on social media. Duggan axed him. He shouldn't even be in our best 22. Trade Reed already. Actually, I think I might have said that.
Oh, you said that to us as a joke, as a tongue in cheek.
As a joke. I
Joke.
was pissed off at him, and a lot of people are.
Yeah.
You got any?
Yeah, the one I saw was the oh fuck me, sack the coach.
Oh, sack the coach already. Fuck's sake.
Seriously.
Minnie hasn't got it. Yeah, fuck Minnie.
Seriously.
Should have got John Longmire. All this bullshit
All this other
already.
crap. My God, you can see the game plan they were trying to play, and they're learning it. And there was a few things like they missed the handball target, they did all that sort of stuff, but you can see they're trying something new. You can't judge that until yes, they've had a whole summer to do it, but you're not having that in full crunch play situations. So
Yeah.
let's give it a little bit. Let's see how we go. The Suns are predicted to do good. I like to see how we go against some of the other lower teams. I was going to say Richmond, but they beat Carlton, so who fucking knows how good they are. I like to see it develop more over the next coming week, month, and then we can really start judging and pulling things apart.
That's right. I like it.
But before that, gotta give it time.
Got to give it time, and that's where we got to be that little bit of lenience from the round one.
It sucks
I know.
because we said last week, the one thing we want to get rid of is these big beltings that we've been used to over the last 3 years, which there was another one this week, but other teams were also belted. It seems to be the way
Yeah,
it is.
like good fucking teams.
Port Adelaide were
I know.
destroyed. They're currently last, so let's go.
Yeah, so round one's a real eye opener. I think it just wakes teams up and goes, oh fuck, hang on, this is real footy now. We got to start.
Also, our game a little bit. I think it was what was with everyone fucking so many players cramping.
Yeah,
Is it just the heat or is it just everyone's underprepared this year? Like
yeah. I don't
every
know.
game, there was
Really?
minimum half a dozen people cramping every single game, and it's like,
Okay.
it's interesting. It's a real interesting thing going
That is
on
interesting.
there. Yeah.
Well, next game, mate.
No.
Did I miss something?
Supercoach.
Oh,
the
we haven't
new
talked.
Supercoach.
Bit of Supercoach chat. We'll keep it short because not
keep it
everyone
short.
does Supercoach.
No,
so.
but
How'd you go?
I did hopeless.
Hopeless?
Because I
So
stupidly...
what's hopeless on a round one?
Very bad. I'm like
'Cause-
ranked outside the 100,000.
I don't even know what I'm ranked.
Where last year I got like top 2,000.
Total.
Total.
The total season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's round one.
Yeah, but it's hard to come back from that. But I know my mistake. I stupidly left my captain as Neil, who got tagged to oblivion.
What did he score?
41.
Holy shit. Okay,
mm.
wow.
Yeah.
But I got a bunch of 40s and 50s in there.
Yeah,
with
and
the
everyone
rookies
does
and-
because everyone's got the rookies. And
What was your total score then?
1900.
Oh, I don't-
That's bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
guess for
bad.
you it
That's
is. I
bad.
think I got 1950.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
But
go.
I'll
I had Gorn as captain.
Yeah, I meant to change it to Jerry, who got about a similar score to
yeah,
Gorn, but I just fucking missed the start of the game because it was starting early, and I was like, oh, 'cause I forgot about the daylight savings that it's an hour early, and I was just sitting at home, and I was like, oh, that game started already.
Whoops.
Oh, Neil's on. I was like, oh, Neil's getting tagged. It's all right. He's on 30 at quarter time still, even with a tag. That's okay. And then he didn't have a touch for the
Jeez.
next quarter and a half. Literally a quarter and a half, he didn't touch the ball, and I'm like, well,
They still won the game.
Prism won the game, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I don't get with tagging. Like,
Yeah, like
you'll be like, oh, I did my job. I tagged the game, and I tagged my player. And it's like, you still lost the game,
you
dickhead.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
like you
what
took
the
that
yeah.
player out, but you also took yourself out. So both players do nothing the whole game.
and your team still loses.
yeah,
So
right.
well done. That's
Yeah.
why I hate that. Anyway, but yeah, so not a good Supercoach week, but there was no head-to-head games like when no one
Yeah.
was playing each other. So that's when I think that starts this week. So it'll be
So
interesting.
it
And,
finally locks out on.
it's all locked out now, but you do
Yeah.
have your 40 trades to use.
Yes, yes. Now it
and-
kicks in.
And your
the
5
limit.
boosts, yeah. So now we start playing each other, and yeah, it would be a shout out to what's his name? I forgot it again. I think it's Craig. It's for the Eagles for Life page that we're playing with.
Cool.
All
What's
of
up,
us
Craig?
guys.
Thank you, man.
I think I'm saying Craig. I'm probably wrong. But
What's
so
up?
if it's not
Someone
Craig,
from Eagles for Life.
if it's not Craig, then hi. Anyway,
if
yeah,
he watches it, yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
All right.
Moving on then. Yes.
Next game, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we versing? We're
Wow.
versing Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sweet. So this is going to be a bloodbath. Sunday at 10 a.m. Jesus, that's early.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Daylight savings
Sportsbet
time.
have us at $12.50. I wonder what it's paying on whatever site Rob goes
The
on.
Betfair it is
yeah.
probably paying a hell of a lot more, and you know
Jeez.
what? We deserve to be that much.
$1.04. Fucking hell.
I mean,
Okay.
look, Brisbane weren't
They
fantastic
weren't,
in
but
their
they're
win.
premiers and they got an ultra side.
Their premiers, their forward line though, like Charlie Cameron was injured, and he's the one that always gets hold of us. So if he's still injured, that's good for us.
They
They lost.
Hoffy, man. Hoffy will take him.
They lost Kai Lohman, one of their little small forwards in
Okay.
the game. He did an injury, so he's out. Eric Hitwood, I don't rate.
Yeah.
He's clunky and unco, and
Edwards will take him,
Edwards
maybe.
would take him. So their forward lines are not great. A lot of their goals were coming from like your Rainers and their midfield forwards. So
Ooh, Hoff on Rayner. Has
uh,
to go more mid.
if Cameron's not in,
Mm.
he'll be on like probably a Link McCarthy or someone
Okay.
like that. Whoever will take he'll shut down. So look, yeah,
Okay, so weak forward line, potentially we can get a win there.
not well. If not a win, hopefully we
Even-
can mitigate the
even
damage.
back line.
Yeah, like it's not like we're taking like the Charlie Kernos, Harry McCars. Like we've
Mm.
got the big power forwards and all that sort of stuff. Like their forward line's not fantastic with those players out. So we should really try and capitalize on that. I'm not saying we're going to win, but it'd be
Well.
nice. I want to,
Mm.
but like, the trip to Brisbane is hard. But for starters, I just want to see a better effort. I mean, that's just without saying. And I'm not saying the boys weren't putting in effort, but the midfield needs to step up.
Well, they're versing a bloody good midfield, aren't they?
Yeah, you got Dunkley,
Yep.
Neil.
Yep.
I mean, look, is the blueprint? Do we have a run with player to shut out Neil? Like,
We really don't. We
we
I
don't- we
thought
don't- we
Duggan
don't-
or
we don't
Graham
tag
would be
anymore.
the tagger.
I thought Graham might be, yeah, but
yeah,
no, but
which I think maybe he tried. To be honest, he tried on the weekend against Rao. what's it would look like.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
No. And honestly, I'd rather not tag. I'd rather just play the
Mm.
game and just try and get all your players involved. For me, it starts in the middle though. Like we've got to,
They've got a good ruckman too.
yeah, they've got McInerney
Yeah.
and their backup ruckman Darcy Fort, who
Kinda
will be
screwed
a forward
again.
for them. Look, just be more competitive. Like
Mm.
I don't know if Flynn was taking it a bit easy. He's got in the back of his mind all of his injuries, worries, or whatever. But just caution to win. Just go for it. Just
Looked
fucking-
quite slow, didn't he? He did look slow.
He didn't look quick. Not many ruckmen are,
No,
so it's
right.
hard to judge. But
Yeah.
yeah, he did look a little bit slow. But look, just first hands to the ball for the ruckman because I've for the midfield. Sorry, because that game on the weekend, I was just like, God, I've never seen us being this thoroughly destroyed. Every centre bounce, it's just gone again, and then we just are stuck from there. If we can at least break even, at least in the centre bounces, at least it gets us maybe to our end on even terms, and at least then we have chances of locking it, doing something that's not, let's just defend for 20 minutes, because where's your defenders, you know?
Who do you bring in?
If Waterman's out, and I think they should just rest him, to be honest. If Waterman's out, bring in maybe Jack Williams, maybe Bailey Williams as a forward, and keep Reed and
Cool. Bring in
Flynn.
the Williamses. All right.
One of.
So they can pitch ruck and pitch forward.
Well,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just as a pure forward.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
'cause-
not both of them, just one of them.
But they can switch if they're struggling, if one of them's struggling.
Yeah.
As a pinch hitter.
Yeah, because you got Flynn, keep
Yeah.
Archer Reed in there,
Mm.
and then you've got them as well. So
Yeah, okay.
is that?
Oh,
is
right.
that-
Okay.
you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Have
So
all big four guys.
Waterman's out
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'd say keep Waterman out and bring in one of the.
I'll bring in
Williams.
one of them, okay.
Not both. One. Yeah. So
Yeah, I can see them bringing in Bailey, but I'd like them to bring Jack.
yeah, I'd like Jack in.
Yeah,
over
I just think we've
Bailey.
got to give him more games, man. He could be a
Yeah.
star. I think Bailey's shown enough for us. Me and you talk about it all the time. We're going to have a whole segment
Yeah.
on Bailey
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
People are, calling on socials, bring him back, bring him back. He's just shit. He's just as
sorry.
shit.
He's not. No.
He's been around too long now, and he hasn't done much.
Yeah.
I prefer Jack Williams to get towed up.
And I
and
mean,
fucking-
and while Flynn didn't have a great game, he did pluck a couple of marks. He did kick
Yeah.
that goal. So, and that's what Williams was doing anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm not. I'd rather persist with Flynn.
Yes.
If Hutch is out, if you said,
Yeah.
if he's out, a winger. I mean, geez, does that open the door for a Petrotelli? Do we go even younger? Do we bring in Clay Hall? Where's he gone?
Where is he in general? Like, you saw a lot of him on social medias, on videos, on West Coast Eagles pages, with his new blonde hair and shit. I'm like,
He's never.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't even see him play. I can't even remember the last time he played. Clay Hall.
middle last year.
Is he even any good? How many games has he played?
3?
There's all
maybe
this hype and
4?
talk about him. And I'm like,
Well, he was a
fucking-
hard draft pick as well.
Was he actually?
He was our second pick behind.
Like,
we,
how many
we
years
had
ago?
Reed.
Oh, was it Reed?
It was
the
the
Reed
same-
draft.
It was the same draft, wasn't it?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
I don't know because it's been so long. We'll follow
Clay
that up
Hall.
and we'll let you know. But yeah, like, do we give him a go? Like
What is he?
in midfielder?
Is he actually?
Mm.
He looks quite a tall, big guy.
Yeah,
He's a midfielder. Well, interesting.
yeah. So do we give him a go? Do we go young again?
Why not?
Like,
I mean, I'd love to see these Gregos and shit. They're like this year's draft. Greco, his name is, or Grego.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
there's another one. There's two little midfielders that were
yeah,
sitting pretty.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot that guy's
Luco
name.
Grego or something.
Yeah, no, you're correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
I think he's got good raps on him, man, and I think we need to chuck him in.
yeah. Obviously, Alan. I don't know if he's still because he was sick. Remember
Bo Allen. Fuck.
Yeah, he just
We
had-
didn't even talk about him last week. I noticed that, but Jesus, that's a big one to bring in for sure.
He just had illness, so
he can play anywhere. I reckon he's an anywhere player.
He maybe takes Hutchinson's
Yes, there you go. Spot
position.
on.
So yeah, so if Allen's not sick, bring him back in, and with one of the Williams, if we lose Waterman and Hutchinson. Other than that, I wouldn't change everything. People be like, "Oh, we lost. Let's get smashed." Like, just give these guys a couple of games. If after 4 games we're still losing by 80 points every game, yeah, let's then bring the hammer down and bring the axe out and start chopping people. But give them a chance to
Yeah.
do something. And
You
then
can't just drop a Kelly after that. You can't drop Reed. You can't do all that.
no, you can't do that. I like if they put in the same effort again,
Mhm.
then you have you have reason to be like, okay, well, look, you're a senior player, fucking pick your game up and
Yep.
or you're
And let's hope he does that. Let's hope he's a bit of a tough coach, and does that to the senior players.
Yeah. We need that. I did
'Cause-
like his press conference though.
You did? Looked disappointed, looked pissed off.
Oh, he looked pissed off. He looked angry. Where like
Yep.
towards the end of Simpsons' reign, he was just sort of like, we tried and all that sort of stuff. Where this guy's like, yeah, look, we got beaten in separate clearances, and you can't win a game doing that.
I know.
Yep, that's true.
I did
Good.
like it. It was
Good.
quick as well. It was 6 minutes or something.
Yeah,
and he was like,
he's just basically like, we did this wrong, we did that wrong, we sucked, so now we've got to try and improve. Let's fucking go.
yeah.
So
It's the first we've seen of him.
I like
with
that.
a little bit of anger, and
and
you need that as a
Some
fucking
people-
senior coach.
some people say that, and look, I'm sure behind closed doors, he's probably a lot more angry because you got to be a little bit, that diplomatic as in when you're the face of in the cameras and stuff like that. But I also like a coach going just saying like, no, we sucked because we got belted here, and that's not acceptable enough. So we will go back to the drawing board and fix it.
And he mentioned there was some things I didn't like seeing out there, which has been an issue for us, and I think possibly it's happened in the preseason games or whatnot.
I've heard.
I wonder if he's pinpointing a couple things from a couple of players.
I have seen some comments on Facebook actually, and people saying like, "Oh, rift in the players" or something like that, and that was
It's
brought
what?
up like some group of players and all
Gotcha.
that sort of stuff, and we brought it up last year. The Kelly and Reed thing. Sometimes Kelly would burn Reed. He's running
Ooh,
beside him. And he's
that
like,
happened a lot.
That happened a lot. Like, so is there rift? I'm not saying every single player needs to be friends and BFFs and you'll hang out and sing Kumbaya all every weekend, but
See,
like,
yeah.
you'd think that.
And this whole
Maybe.
Reed thing, him returning to Melbourne, could be a thing within the team. They could already know. They could not trust him because of that. That he's only here for a couple of years. He's fucking off. And look, at the end of the day, that's how I've felt ever since he got off the plane, guys. I said this. He got off the
You
plane.
said that before.
He had his fucking West Coast Eagles socks on, and I thought, this dickhead wearing his fucking West Coast Eagles socks. What are you
remember
wearing Eagle socks? That's bullshit. Like, that's
remember that.
sucking up a hole. That's what that is. Guys, I'm going off chops here. This is it. This is his manager going, hey, come here. Put these socks on. It'll be a good look for the media, and when you get off the plane and everyone's meeting, it'll be a good look just to, say that you're in the colours and all that stuff. Everyone will love it. Oh, okay, no worries. Chucks on the socks. And I just thought, what a fucking crock of shit. Too much, man.
Yeah, Doggo did not like that.
Nah. And I
I
always
heard about
remember
it.
it. I
Not just
always
on the show.
remember it.
I heard about it for
Yeah.
a lot. Almost every game, I was like, fucking socks.
So there you 100%. That could be a rift between the players.
I hope not. And I again, it's just talk from people, but geez,
Yeah.
you really hope not. And it's funny, actually, some people brought up, actually, on top of that as well, because a lot of people are saying, like, oh, Reed just doesn't care because he knows he's going. You've got to understand, if he's a player that is going, he can't be playing shit
Yeah.
because that means he's not going to get what he's going to get
Top
paid.
dollar.
If he wants top dollar, he's got to show that he's fucking good. So if whether he's going or not, he has got to be playing at top level. Otherwise, the reps on him are true. He's going to be a fantastic player. But if he wants that top dollar, you got to fucking prove it. People aren't just going to be like, oh, if you're going to just be a little bit lazy, well, we won't offer you as much.
I know.
Or one of those top clubs that probably want him, like the ones that are pushing towards the finals, like a Western Bulldogs or a
Geelong's
Essendon
is
or
probably
a
the ones.
Geelong or a Hawks or something like
Yeah.
that. All of a sudden North Melbourne might be putting their hands up, and well, fucking they're going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere, that team. Anyway,
It's going to be the discussion every week. Old Reed.
it will look. It will be. Look, maybe if Petro doesn't play, we can start bringing in the Harley. I don't know, what can we call it?
Harley Watch. Holy shit.
Yeah, but it can't be Harley Watch. It's got to be something. I don't know. Starts with H. I don't know why it has to start with H. Just let me go.
Harley Heaven. All right. There we go.
Okay,
Off
look.
the top.
More to discuss later.
All right, guys. Let's move on to the last segment of the show, the golden tip.
Of course, geez, I only forgot because I don't have
Yeah.
my notepad in front
Oh,
of me.
yeah. That's all right. We'll remember.
We'll remember it.
We've got no live players either. to
We've
tell
got no
the
live
tips.
players, but I think when we do the clips of the show and we put it up, we will now put it on our page, and we'll post it up. We'll get it going so that people can start doing it. And of course, the golden tip is give us a margin, give us a stat. If you are close and you get it, or not, if you get it, you're definitely going to win. If you just maybe 1 or 2 possessions out, or 1 or 2 goals out, or 1 or 2 on the margin out, you'll get yourself a $30 gift voucher to Dan Murphy's.
That's right. And you can even buy yourself some
Miller Genuine
Miller
Draft.
genuine draft for shit beer.
Genuine draft. Shit beer that's not too bad.
That's actually, yeah, that's right. That's a good description.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
It's you first this week.
Me first. All right, let's
you
throw
first,
it out.
you
Fuck me, the
first.
bloodbath is about to happen. I'm gonna go Eagles to lose, but we're gonna show a bit of spirit because we have to. We have to. Got to stay positive. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? We're gonna lose by, let's say, 30 points. And I'm gonna say a really good comeback game by Harry Edwards, keeping different one, keeping that full forward guy, whatever his name is,
Eric Hipwood.
That's the one, Hipwood, to just the one goal.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, the backs don't get a lot of love on
That's
the golden
right.
tip. I like that. I respect that. I do like how you say we're going to have the spirit and we're losing by 5 goals still.
Yeah, I know.
And that's spirit, but
That's-
okay. I guess it's my turn then. So the heart and the head say different things.
I know.
We're gonna lose. We're going to lose by 9.
Nice.
I'm gonna give us some hope just because they're missing a bit of their forward power line and they only scored 60 points themselves on the weekend.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say 9-point loss. And Allen is gonna kick 4.
Nice. I
I
like
was gonna say 5, but I think it's gonna be low scoring. So 4.
Four's
4's good.
it. Okay.
He's gonna have Harris Andrews on him. He's a good defender,
He
but no, I'm still gonna go with it.
I like it. All
Yeah.
right. Well, there you go. That is about all we have for this episode of Winging It. Good chat, man.
Good chat as always.
It's good to have a good chat after a really bad loss, just to get it off your chest a bit.
Make us all feel better, and then
It
look
is.
forward to this coming week and just hope it's better. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. I
do
just
at the
hope so, guys. Thanks for
and
joining
pray.
us. We got some good downloads in the first episode, so hopefully
Yeah, we got
you
some
can all
downloads.
listen to it again.
And we'll be putting out more of those reels because they seem to be popular.
Yeah.
People
always good.
like the shorter things. So
We're trying to get the interaction happening.
Yeah, the interactive's happening. We've got our download podcast, Podbeam. What else is there?
Podbean. It's on Amazon and
Yeah,
it's on Spotify.
Fuck, that's right. We're on Spotify, aren't we?
Yes.
Look at us go. Anyway,
Look at us go. We're just branching out everywhere. And if you want, you can share a reel here and there to other Eagles supporters that might like to listen,
100%.
because that always helps.
100%.
But until next time,
Cheers.
let me get my director's hat on and say,
Cheers.
cheers. We got
Next
a
week.
name for it yet? Do we go 30 minutes without a name?
Since the start, shouting
Gonna eat
loud
with wingers.
and
I like it.
clear. Winging it together, grab a beer, grab a beer.
The three wingers, man. We got to have wingers in there, right?
Days to everyday day high. We break it down our voices,
Very wingy.
reaching the sky. Not afraid to tell it like
3 amigos. Did you say it?
That's the gay shit out there. I'm not sure if it's
talking 40 facts, riding every ego's track.
May as well call ourselves a teddy bear club or something if we're going to call ourselves that. Man.
Winging it together, grab a beer.
Well, how about we wing it? We'll come up with a team name during the podcast.
Don't go out at night, 'cause it's bad to take your life. There's a bad moon
Makes on the
on the
journey through seasons lost and won. Winging it forever till our race is run. Winging it, we never holding back. Talking footy facts, riding every ego's track. Fans since the start, shouting loud and clear. Winging it together, grab a beer, grab a beer, grab a beer.